Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's multiplayer may not seem that dramatic a shift from last year's Black Ops 3, but there are some important lessons and tips for those of you jumping in to consider. Here are a couple of them. It's essential to master wall running, sliding, and thrust jumping, as it greatly improves your ability to traverse the environment, which in turn makes you a harder target to hit. For instance, wall running and thrust jumping can throw off enemy fire, while sliding can be used to quickly zip into cover. Take the time to understand how each of these actions affect your mobility, as performing them recklessly is likely to get you killed. Always keep an eye on your radar. This may seem like an obvious one, but beginners often forget it even exists. The radar is an incredibly useful tool that reveals both allies and enemy locations. Infinite Warfare's biggest change is the new class system, Combat Rigs, which are special classes you can choose that each offer their own distinct weapon and abilities. With 6 different rigs to choose from, it's easy to stick to one you're comfortable with. However, each combat rig has their own unique weapons and abilities that make them fully capable of racking up a large string of kills. Even if you think a combat rig may not be suitable to your playstyle, it's best to experiment with each one. A greater understanding of each one makes you a better player overall, as it not only enhances your knowledge of what each one can do, but how you can counter the others. As you play the various multiplayer modes, you'll start to earn a currency called keys. These can be used to purchase supply drops, which are loot boxes that net you a set of 3 random items, which include prototype weapons, combat rig items, and personalization colors. Supply drops can be purchased in both multiplayer and zombies, but it's worth noting that the latter devotes one of the 3 items you earn to a pack of zombie mode cards. If you don't play zombies, make sure you spend your keys exclusively in multiplayer, as doing otherwise will only be a waste in the long run. New to Infinite Warfare is the addition of mission teams, which are special groups you can join that give you objectives to complete during a match. Accomplishing these objectives earns you perks, combat rig paint jobs, and prototype weapons that are each unique to your mission team. Make sure to complete your team's current objective unit whenever possible. The rewards you unlock are worth your time. Unlike past Call of Duty games, Infinite Warfare lets you lob your grenade with your left arm, allowing you to continue firing your weapon during the throwing animation. Be sure to take advantage of this, as it can be a handy way to cover yourself while throwing a cooked grenade towards a group of baddies. Prototype weapons are some of the strongest weapons in the game, so it's best to get your hands on as many as possible. Similar to loot games like Destiny, they come in tiers: common, rare, legendary, and epic. You can acquire these weapons by crafting them with salvage, opening up supply drops, or leveling up your faction. When playing Defender, pay attention to the timer. Depending on the situation and your placement on the map, the timer can determine the best course of action. For example, if the timer is nearly up and the enemy with the ball is far away, try seeking out the ball's next spawn point instead of pursuing. It helps to be methodical about the flow of the match, as opposed to mindlessly following the ball wherever it goes. Don't hesitate to shamelessly hide when you've got the ball in Defender. There's no need to pull over-the-top maneuvers. You're sometimes better just finding a place to hide and sticking there as the timer goes down. If you can't find a spot, stay with your teammates and keep moving away from the enemy team. And there are some tips to get you guys started with Infinite Warfare's multiplayer. Are you enjoying the game? Please let us know in the comments below, and have a great day.